Hey everybody, this is old Gearhead. So I got a lot done on this car. I just took it down the driveway. My wife made a video of that, and this car is drivable now. I got to put the right tail light on yet, but that's not a big problem. And this 327 that Griff built, oh my gosh, this thing runs so good. Yep. I got all the wiring done. I took in used GM wiring. I took set like the alternator, voltage regulators, and all that stuff. I took out of a '72 pickup truck. It was a real nice wire harness, and I put all that in. That all works real good. The alternator works real good. The brakes work real good. No leaks anywhere. The blow-proof bell housing's working good. Clutch. The 4-speed transmission works really good. The 12-bolt we're in now. That 12-bolt we're in, I had to put a set of axles in it because I don't know if it was drag raced or what it was, but it was the flanges. It had factory steel axles, and the flanges were bent. So this is something else I did right here. I put the turn signals in. This is all my switches right here. Put a tack in. I have a new gas tank I put in it. There's the fuel gauge, oil pressure, temperature. This thing runs 160 degrees all the time. I used the 37 radiator in it, and I put a Flexolite FlexWave fan in front of the radiator and wired it up for a pusher. So it pushes air through. So it runs 160 all day long. Just let it sit in idle. Whatever, it doesn't matter. There's the blow-proof 63 Corvette Borg Warner T10. That's an old original Hurst shifter before they started stamping Hurst on the tower. Brand new drive shaft there. I had that. It's the old Toledo clutch and brake. I think it's diversified now. And all my homemade clutch, all that works really good. I used, there's my dimmer switch, wire harness and all. And see, underneath, I put the horn relay. There's the voltage regulator. There's my gas pedal. That's out of an 85 Blazer. And I cut it down a little bit, but man, it works really good, you know. So, and all the wires, you can see I got all the wires are up in there good. They're all soldered. I have maybe 2 or 3 wires that I used the crimps on. Maybe 3, maybe 4, I don't know. But it all works real good. I wired it according to a 66 Chevelle because I got Chevelle books. I know that wiring like the back of my hand. And so I wired it up like a 66 Chevelle. The handbrake works. I got all the brakes work really good on it. So it's just, it really turned out nice. And there's my seats. Of course, I did videos and showed you a lot of this stuff, but the reason why it's taken me so long is because in January I wound up in the hospital and had a gallbladder, had to get taken out, and I unconditioned while I was in there, and it's just, you know, just completely, there's all the inside, that's all original floors, wheel wells, everything's original there, everything. I got my right tail light yet to go. I've got the stand, I've got the tail light, and another thing I did was I put these tail lights underneath. Those are LEDs, and then I put LEDs up on the front. I got to straighten them up a little bit, but I put these LED. That'll be for the park light and the turn signals. And it's got halogen headlights. They work really good, high and low beam. I mean, it's just this car turned out really nice. Now, this is an old school hot rod. This is built back how it was in the late 50s, early 60s. Got that gasser bumper on there. And today was the first time this car went down the driveway or on. I didn't go on the highway with it. I got insurance on it and all that. I got to go get a legal tag for it. But first time since 1960, this car has ran on its own power. And it was drag raced from 56 to 60 with a 331 Hemi in it, which I've got, and it's rebuilt. I've got the Hemi and the Hillborn fuel injection, all that stuff. But it's a pretty cool car. If I do say so myself, it really turned out nice. Now that hood right there, that was on the car when it was drag raced back in 56 to 60. That was on it. These fenders were on it. This is the exact paint scheme that he had. There's a picture of it back in 56 with the big wide white walls. These are the fenders that was on it. Now he took the running boards off. I put those back on, you know. But this car is so clean and original. I mean, it's just unbelievable how clean these doors are and the floors, and just, it's all original. This car is unbelievable. And everything works really good. I put a new starter in it. That starter, I forget the name of it, but it's from Cleveland. And they make good starters because that thing works really good. And there's my old Bronco seats. I got to clean them up, but you know. And saying this is a 5-window business coupe. See that shelf right there? That's welded in the car. And see, 37 was the first year they had those opera coupes, which had the back seat in them. And I think the top was a little bit longer. I'm not really sure, but this is a factory 5-window business coupe. And that's what I wanted. I've wanted one of these ever since I was a kid. I wanted a 40, but when I laid eyes on these 37s, I said, that's what I want, is a 37, because I love those teardrop headlights. And those are S10 wheels. They kind of look like the military wheels. But I love those teardrop headlights. And I think this and 38's only years that they had those. So, and that bar right there, that he had that on the car back in 56 to 60. He used I've got his 1955 tow bar that was manufactured in 55. I've got that tow bar that fits that right there, but I'm not going to use it. So, anyways, 8 minutes, I've rambled on enough. But we got good clearance on everything. This car is just, it's unbelievable how nice this thing is. You look at this trunk. Look at the trunk. There's no rust anywhere. Look at there where the seal goes. Just no rust. You know, that's because it always set inside. And I've got double parts, everything on this car. I've got NOS fenders for all the way around. I got doors, trunk. I got another trunklet as nice as that one. So I got to bolt me a strap right here and let it hang out. And that way I can just pick it up, because he took all that out. I've got it, but it's so cool looking like that. Why bother? So anyways, I think this is enough. So this is the progress. This is the video I promised you. And I put a new tank in it too. I went to, oh shoot, I can't think of their name either. Hot Rod something. But anyways, that's a tanks, and everything fit just perfect. New gas tank, new sender. And I got a gas gauge, 2 5/8. That all works good. So that's right there with the oil pressure and the temperature. So, and that is the original tail light. This is a standard coupe. That's the original tail light that came with this car in 1937. And all you got to do to change it from 6 volt to 12 volt is pull the 6 volt bulb out and stick a 12 volt in it. And the one prong on the one side won't grab, but the other one does. And then it sits there and touches, for the ground like it's supposed to. And it fits in there tight too. So that's all you got to do to change these tail lights over if you've got original ones. They're pretty simple. So, and this bumper right here, he made that bumper for this car, but I don't think he ever put it on because I had to finish making the brackets for it. Because the frame takes a jigaloo, it goes like, it comes straight out, then it goes in like that, and then it comes out. So the only way to take those off is you take the bolts, the back bolt off, the rear one, and then you let it drop. You let it drop straight down, and then you pop the other bolt, and it comes right out. You can't pull it straight out because of the way the frame is. So anyways, and see this fender here, that fender there, they were on this car back in the day. So anyways, all right, so this is the video I promised you, and there'll be more. I got a lot to do yet. It's roughed in real good, but there's issues I got to deal with yet, like get the front end lined up and stuff, get the exhaust put on it, which I got the exhaust lined up to do. So I just don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet. But all right, so anyways, have a good one. Subscribe if you want, and like and all that, and share the videos, because this has been a long time coming, because it took me a couple of months to get over that hospital stay. So look at there, it's empty. Messy but empty. That's where she sat for a year and a half right there, but it's moving now. So all right, talk to you later. Thanks.